All right, hi guys. We are getting ready to start the triangles congruency unit. You should have these notes with you at home so you can follow along with me as I am doing them here. Okay, so first, when we look at a triangle, we want to know that there are traits to every triangle. Okay, you learned some of them back when you were in probably kindergarten, but we're going to be going over them in more detail. So the first thing that we want to look at is that each triangle has three sides. So you gotta get my pen going here. Okay, so we want to write three sides. They have three angles, and the sum of the angles is always going to equal 180 degrees. Okay, so when we look at this, I have one, two, three sides. I have one, two, three angles. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and name them down here. When we're talking about sides, I put that line on the top. Side AB, side BC, and side CA. Okay, so we name a side with two letters so we know which side we're talking about. Vertices are these points on the triangle. So when we're looking at those, we have A, B, and C. Okay. Also, we have three angles in our triangle, and we can name them a couple different ways. The easiest way to name them is just with that letter. So this is my symbol for angle. I have angle A, angle B, angle C. Okay. You can have different letters up here for your triangle, okay, but you're still going to have the bar up top to represent sides. You're still going to have this angle mark here to represent angles. Okay, so when we read this as triangle ABC. So I'm going to write that there, triangle ABC. Okay, and now we're going to get into classifying triangles by their angles. And the ones we're going to go over, we have acute, we have obtuse, okay, we also have acute, obtuse, and then we have an equal angular, which is all three angles the same. So, and then our right. So we'll go through each one there so you know what they are. First one up, so all triangles have at least two acute, that means smaller than 90, but it is the third angle that is used to classify the triangle. Okay, so when we're looking at acute angle, all three angles are acute here. Okay, they measure less than 90. Okay, an acute triangle with all angles congruent is an equiangular, kind of a funny word there, equiangular. Equiangular triangle, all angles equal 60. Okay, so for this one, we have acute, all are less than 90 degrees here. Equiangular, they're all the same number. Okay, all less than 90. Equiangular, all equal. Okay, 60. If we did a little math here, if we took 180 and divided it by 3, we would get the number of 60, and that's how that works out. Okay, remember that all angles have to add up to 180 there. So when we take these all and add them, we get 180. When I take all of these and add them, I get 180. Flip the page, and now we're looking at obtuse triangles. And one angle's measure is obtuse, and this means the measure is greater than 90. Greater than 90. Okay, hopefully you can see that there. And the other two angles are acute. Okay, notice these are smaller than 90. This is our bigger one. It is greater than 90. Okay, there will only ever be one obtuse angle and a triangle. It will not work. You cannot form a triangle with two obtuse angles. It won't work out. Okay, so that's just a tip there. Next, we're moving on to our right triangle. Okay, hopefully you've seen this box before. It represents a 90-degree angle or a right angle. Right angle, 90 degrees, those are the same thing there. Okay, so one angle measures 90 and the other two angles are acute. Tip: the acute angle of a right triangle are complementary. And we're going to get into those terms a little bit later too. All right, so this right here represents my right, and it's equal to 90. Okay? Down below, let's do a little practice before I leave you here. If we look, classifying each triangle, right, acute, obtuse, or equal angular. If my two angles are 60, my other one has to be 60 there, making this an equal angular triangle. By this showing me 91, that is bigger than 90, so that makes this an obtuse. And lastly, 63, 47, we also have another small one here. They're all three less than 90, so this is going to be an acute triangle. Okay, next up we're going to be classifying by its sides. Go ahead and click that video when you are ready.